People are getting tricked into paying thousands of dollars for luxury bags that only cost like $50 to make, and now we can prove it. So it turns out during a legal proceeding in Italy, LVMH, which is a big French conglomerate that owns a ton of luxury brands like Moet and Christian Dior and Armani, was forced to reveal that they're only paying about $57 to make a bag that retails for $2,800. Now, this report has set the internet into a tizzy with lots of people saying, like, see, these luxury bags aren't worth it. And basically, it is doing a lot of brand damage, especially to Dior. But I'm going to talk to you about why you shouldn't be that upset, or at least not for the reason that you think. Now, before I keep going, these bags, according to media reports, are being made so cheaply because they're being made in quote-unquote sweatshop-like conditions in Italy, which, yes, is a bad look for the brand, but also it's just like a bad look for humanity, like we do not support. That's its own issue, but I want to address the other issue that people are so upset about, which is the markup between the cost to assemble or manufacture something and what you're being charged as a customer. And look, they should absolutely be paying more to get these bags made. There's no question about that, but it's also showing that there are a lot of folks out there who just don't understand how products get priced in the first place. The idea that a bag costs $100 to make and maybe another $100 to market, and that means it should be sold for like $201 is not reality, especially not for luxury items. What I'm describing there is something called cost plus pricing. It's just one of the many types of pricing strategies that any business can use, whether it's small, medium, or large. Cost plus is basically when you calculate how much it costs to make and market something, and then you just add or plus your profit margin on top. And that works for some products, but for luxury brands, they use something called psychological pricing. That says that price isn't just a number, it's a psychological signal that you send to the marketplace. And I believe this as somebody who runs a marketing psychology consultancy and who's worked with big brands like McDonald's, Adidas, Starbucks, and a bunch more. A high price is one of the 3 pillars of what makes a luxury brand psychologically desirable. The first of the 3 pillars is exclusivity, which is also where high price comes into play, because if everybody can afford something, it's not exclusive or scarce or valuable. Next is craftsmanship. So you often see this story with like luxury goods. It took thousands of hours to make, and there's one town in France where you can only get this special thread and they only make it once every 10 years, like whatever. There's a story that they tell about craftsmanship and authenticity. And obviously that's where that information I mentioned about LVMH and the cost to make their bags is really damaging for their brands, because there's no craftsmanship in a sweatshop. There's not even like humane treatment of people. So how could there be craftsmanship? And certainly there is no authenticity in a situation like that. And the last pillar of a luxury brand is a type of psychological signaling or symbolic value to the product. That's the other reason why these products are so expensive. It's so when other people see you with them and they know you paid like 50 grand for a Birkin bag, that it says something about you and who you are and what you've accomplished in life that you can afford to pay for this bag. And that's why luxury brands use psychological pricing to keep all 3 of those pillars firing to create that luxury perception of the brand. And that's also why no matter what they pay to get these bags made, as long as they're made with quality and care and hopefully in humane conditions with people getting paid a fair and livable wage, most of their customers just don't care that it's like a 500% markup. That doesn't matter to them. They buy these bags to send a psychological message to other people, and paying a high price is a part of that psychological message.